Good evening, world. It's Ivan O'Mara, 7 o'clock. Hope you guys enjoy my show I made earlier this morning. Yeah. I just got back from applying to 3 jobs. I applied to the Tim Hortons in Vanier. I already applied to the Tim Hortons downtown Elmer, but I applied to one in Vanier next to Darcy. I also applied to the A&Ws. I asked for full-time, and I applied to another place, but the other place, I applied to Benny & Co. It's a chicken place, but they told me they're not really looking for anyone right now. So I obviously didn't get that job, but the other 2 jobs, the Tim Hortons job or the A&W job, I might get a call maybe. I don't know, we'll see what happens on this. Yeah. So I'm tomorrow I'm going to apply to more jobs. I'm going to apply to the grocery store, the IGA, the Maxi. I'll apply there too. Yeah. Because dishwashing at Hogo Fruity is not fun, man. I don't like washing dishes. It's not fun, so I'm saying, yeah. Ivan, what if you don't get a job? If I don't get a job, I'll just continue working at Coco Fruity, but Coco Fruity also cut my hours. I only work 3 days a week now. The boss is very inconsistent with my schedule. Some weeks I work 4 days, some weeks I work 3 days, because the restaurant's slow right now, so he cut my hours. My next paycheck will only be like a $600 paycheck. So I applied to other places. I'm also going to apply to the grocery store tomorrow. Maxi and IGA in Vanier next to Darcy, right? The place is Elmer's booming, man. I remember when I was in high school, the area where I applied to A&Ws, that was all trees, wilderness, and now it's like there's like condos there. There's also a McDonald's. I didn't know there was a McDonald's there. There's actually 2 McDonald's in Elmer now. There's a McDonald's on Vanier. On Vanier near Darcy now. Yeah, they built another McDonald's. So Elmer has 2 McDonald's now. Yeah. Yeah. I hope I get one of these jobs, man. I hope maybe McDonald's calls me back and W's, man, because I don't want to work dishwashing. My dishwashing is not fun. Yeah, I'm a hard worker. I work very hard for the boss, but the washing dishes is not fun, man. It's not fun washing dishes. Yeah. Some Sarah. If I do get the NW job, I have to take the bus. Or I can walk, but walking will be like a 30-minute walk. It's a long one. Not as far as Dinty's, but it's a long walk, man. It's quite a walk, but it's good exercise. I don't mind walking 35 minutes to work. It's good exercise, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, today when I was in the car when my stepmother drove me to apply for the jobs earlier today, right? She said, Ivan, you should go back to school, you know what I'm saying, and do this, do that. I'm like, no, I have my book. She got pissed off. She's like, if you ever mention that book, it's very annoying. I hate it when you talk about your book, Ivan. That book's not going to take you anywhere. Yeah, she was yelling at me and I ignored her. I'm like, whoa, relax, man. Why are you getting so mad? She was all animated and she was pissed off. Yeah, because the Gates know my book, that book that I wrote is the best fan novel written. It's the best novel in the world. Best fan novel written, and it's a book worth billions. That's my ticket to being rich and king and rejecting with me. They know that. That's why she's like, forget about that book. Yeah, I'm not stupid, man. I know you love it with me. I'm not going back to school. You're gonna sabotage my marks. And I'm not going to waste my time applying to all these jobs. I know that there's a lot of me. I'm not an idiot, man. I have the keys, and I have no views on my channel. I'm not an idiot, man. I applied to Mopify. Had I got that job, I would have had my own apartment by now. I would have made like my 600, 800, even $1,000 a week working at Mopify. I was willing to work like 4 or 5 days a week. I would have made like my $800 a week around there, or $1,000 a week. I would have had enough money to get my own apartment. But I got my like 3 shifts a month. I knew the doors were locked me. I'm not an idiot, man. I know you're the gatekeeper. I know the doors me. I'm not an idiot. Sarah. You know my book is the last hope for me. Is the journey for me to becoming king, being a multi-billionaire. That's why you don't want me to focus on my book. But you know my book is the ticket to me becoming king, man. Because I own the brand. You don't own it, and I have the keys on to sell to you. There you go. So, Sarah? This video will only be an hour, guys. I'm not going to talk for long. I'm a little tired. So, I'll get coffee. I'll go upstairs and make myself a coffee. Get a coffee for myself. You know. Yeah. Yeah. So the whole thing is set up. Yeah, if Ivan doesn't sell to me, I'll never let him I'll never let him do anything besides minimum wage. But if he sells to me, it's also a trap. I'm never gonna let him be a successful multi-billionaire. So either way, I'm fucked. And that's why God gave me the keys, so I can own my own brand and I can make my billions on my book. I can be a billionaire. A multi-billionaire. If you don't have the keys, kiss your billions goodbye. The gates are never gonna let you be a multi-billionaire, man. It's not gonna happen. The proof is Vijay. She sold out. She's only worth $12 million. And if the gates would dupe me, they would steal my money and have me be worth maybe $50 million in Hollywood. Yeah, let Ivan be a little bit rich, maybe $40, $50 million, but don't let him be a multi-billionaire. They're gonna tell the executives that in Hollywood. I'm not an idiot, man. You know I'm stupid. You won't let VJ be even worth $50, $100 million. I'm not an idiot, man. They're gonna dupe me too. You have an envy. You're stupid. You have an envy, yeah. I'm not an idiot. You have an envy. Oh, I worked some more at Dinty's. Yeah. But I get Thursday off again. I get 3 days off this week, which is nice, right? I got yesterday off, today off. I work tomorrow and I get Thursday off. And I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I can go for it. But I hope I get a call from one of these places I applied at, man. Hopefully A&W's or McDonald's or Cineplex. That'd be nice. I love to work at Cineplex. It's fucking cool. Yeah. So I the gatekeepers have an envy. Yes, they have an envy. They have an envy towards me and VJ. Yeah, they envy our beauty because we're from the heavens. We're beautiful creatures from God, right? They envy our relationship. That's why they separate us and cause this mess, and they're gonna make me pay. And they also envy our wealth. That's why they locked the doors on me and VJ. Yeah, I don't want Ivan being smoking alcohol and being a multi-billionaire, living an amazing life, controlling his own money, obviously. Because the gates know if they don't control my money, and I make billions on my book, that's a lot of power, man. Ivan America with 12, 15, 16 billion in his bank is a lot. With the keys to the kingdom is a lot of power, man. I have the keys to the kingdom. I can make my easy billions. Yeah. If Ivan makes $12 to $5 off his way, he can start a swimsuit with VJ, and he'll make billions off his movie merchant game. Yes, billions, like 20, 23, 24, $20 billion. We want to control that because we're greedy pigs. Even though all the trillions in the world goes to you, yeah. Because they're used to controlling all the money in the world, they don't want anyone controlling their own money. And I'm the only one who can control my money because I have the keys to the kingdom. I don't have to sell to them. I'm God. I'm powerful. That's why they don't want me being that rich. They also don't want me getting the glowing beauty and staying on forever because they know if I sell, I'll be trash. VJ will be trash. We don't get the glowing beauty. We don't stay young forever. We age. We probably age slowly, but we're going to age. When I'm 56 years old, I actually look like a 60-year-old person. Whereas they know if I get the glowing beauty and I stay young forever, me and VJ will be young forever. So I'm king when I'm 41, VJ's 40, where I'm 41 forever. I look 41 forever. Yeah, I don't age. Yeah, 50 years go by, I'm 100 years old, 90 years old, I look like a 35-year-old person. Yeah, they envy our genetics too, obviously. That's why they did all this to us, because they're crazy people. So, Sarah? So your stepmother really got mad. Yeah, she was yelling at me in the car. I'm like, I have my book. She's like, oh, I don't want to hear. If I hear you talk about that book one more time, I'm paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's very annoying. Forget about that. But that book is not going to take you anywhere. Just look for a job. Go back to school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you know, I'm not Superman. I know you locked doors. I'm not an idiot, man. My eyes are open now. God woke me up. I know you locked doors. I'm not an idiot, man. Going to school is pointless. Looking for jobs is pointless. You guys locked doors. I'm not an idiot, man. So, Sarah? Yeah. That's why she got pissed, because she knows my book, my masterpiece is a journey for me becoming successful, being a multi-billionaire, man. Yeah, man. So, Sarah? Yeah, it's my journey to being a multi-billionaire, being rich. Yeah. Xanus Ivan, how much money did you off your book, by the way? I made $12.5 million. You made $12.5 million off your book? I'm like, yes, I did. She's like, holy shit. That's a lot of money, Ivan. I know, it's a lot of money, man. I can build that dream house. You know, 550. If I make 12, I'll put 550 million towards my beautiful house. Me and Vijay are gonna build a brand new house, built the way we want it, man. Yeah, beautiful house, man. You know. So if there is hope for you, well, yeah, I have the keys to the kingdom. God gave me the keys. I don't have to sell the gates, and I wrote the Xanus book, the masterpiece. That means I own the rights to it, which means I did it, man. I found a way to make money for me and Vijay. This is billions for me and Vijay, yeah. And you're welcome, sweetie. I saved your fucking house, yeah, and I made the money for me and you. Yeah. Yeah. Are you going over your book, Ivan? No, I took today off again. I was lazy, but I'll go over it tomorrow. Tomorrow after my shit at Denise, I'm gonna go over my book right away. I'll go over a good like 5 pages. Yeah. Almost done the What Was Size No More chapter. And I'm moving on to Walking with the Ancestors, obviously. Polishing up volume 3 a little bit, right? Yeah. Because volume 3 you can argue is the most raw of the 3 volumes when you read it, but it's still a masterpiece, man. It's my favorite, but some people, I think most fans are like volume 2 the best. But all 3 volumes are amazing volumes. They're all entertaining volumes. From what I showed you, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's what me and Leisure will be boss man, yeah. Because Vijay will tell me, yeah, Ivan, I want to start that film studio with you and be a movie star for Xanus. Yeah, and we end up starting Skyscraper Name with me and VJ. Yeah. I'll put if I make 12.5, I can put 340 million towards building the studio lot, building all the buildings, buying the land, the computer software equipment, all that stuff. Pimping out my offices. Me and VJ are gonna want a beautiful office. Something nice. That's how when we do the reaction video, VJ's like, oh my god, this is my dream. This is so beautiful, Ivan. I know. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's beautiful. I'm gonna make a coffee, guys, in a sec. Did you ready, Ivan? Yeah, I made the fried rice again. It was pretty good. And I ate 2 plates and that's it. I'm 259, almost 258, about 258. 258 right now. So I'm losing weight. The fasting thing's working, right? Yeah. Like tomorrow, I'm not going to eat anything in the morning. I'm not going to eat anything at lunch. I take the bus to Dinty's and I walk back home. It's a 40-minute walk. That's good exercise. I only eat my Dinty's food. Tomorrow, I'm going to eat. I'm no longer going to even eat appetizers. I eat my Dinty's food. And that's it. That's how I lose the weight. End of the year, I should hit probably 240, maybe 235 if I'm consistent with my fasting. But I want to go back on the treadmill, but I'm not going to go on the treadmill until I get another job. Because dishwashing really takes a toll on my body, right? Hopefully, it's a lot of work, man. A lot of fucking work, yeah. Yeah. So Vijay will be shocked when you tell her you made those blades. Yeah, she will. She's like, holy shit, Ivan, you made 12.5, like with a B? Like $12.5 billion off your book, off your masterpiece? I'm like, yeah, I did. She's like, holy shit. Because Vijay doesn't know what's like to have that kind of money, man. Yeah, she's rich, but she's not a multi-billionaire, right? She doesn't know what's like to have that kind of money. That's why she's like, are you going to share that with me, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, I will, Vijay. Relax, man. Are you going to share the money with you? I'll share it with you. Yeah, you got to share the money with you, Vijay. That's how it works. You can't be selfish, Sarah. She wants a piece of my billions, VJ. It's actually funny. Yeah, I'm sorry, I want a piece of that money, man. I want to get my nice cars too. I want to get my nice clothes, my purses, my makeup, my earrings. I want to buy that $350 million jet with you, that $100 million unique 71 yacht with you, build that $550 million with you, get my high-end cars with you. Yeah, she wants to do all that with me. Stay at the best suites when we travel around the world and go to bars and clubs and events. And theme parks and all that stuff. I want to do all that with you, Ivan. Yeah, boat cruises. I want to do all that with you, Ivan. Yeah, she's crazy. That's why she cries. She's a crazy woman. I told you I ignore VJ because she's going to keep fucking the guys after she cries at me. That's why I can't take her seriously. I'm going to get my girlfriend to do VJ. And if you're pissed off, it's too bad. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. I'm sending down. Don't hate me. Sarah? Ivan, how much will you have saved? Are you saving some of your money? Yes, I am. I'm more serious. I saved a bit of my money. My next paycheck, I'll have 1,000 saved. Whereas before I had 0 in my savings, pretty much. And I've been more disciplined. I do touch a bit in my savings, but now I only touch maybe $120 in my savings. Last paycheck, I touched like $220, $240 in my savings. This paycheck, I'm only going to touch maybe $125 in my savings. But then when I get paid at Dinty's and go for I'll have 1,000 saved. So end of the year, I should have at least $4 to $5 grand saved. Because I'm actually more serious now. Because I don't trust the gatekeepers. Ivan, do not rely on your tax money to get your approved. The gatekeepers are going to sabotage that. Next year, I might be owed maybe $4 grand. I might only make maybe $600. So the best thing for you to do, Ivan, just save your money. Don't rely on your taxes. As this year, I thought I'd get my $3,000, $4,000 tax. I end up owing the government like $800, $900. Now I have to pay them off. So Sarah? Yeah. Hey, give me a second. I was going to go upstairs and make a coffee myself. I'll be back in a second. Let's get rid of the way that vlog. I'll be back on this show. guys, I'm back. Did you make the coffee or you brewed it? I brewed it. Because the old coffee tastes like shit. It's from the morning, right? So I threw the leftover in the sink, poured it in the sink, and I brewed a fresh one. So in a good maybe around the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee upstairs. But there's no cream, but at least it's fresh. It'll taste pretty good, right? I'm not a fan of coffee with milk without cream, but if it's fresh, it still tastes pretty good. When it's old, like it's 2 hours old, it tastes bitter. It tastes like shit. Like this morning when I drank my coffee, it tastes like shit because they made the coffee at like, I don't know, 6, 7 in the morning. I woke up at 10. 3 hours, 3.5 hours later, the coffee tastes like shit. Yeah. Yeah. So ever since you did a clean slate, yes, ever since I did a clean slate in 2014, I knew right there and then what I want to do. I'm like, yeah, I want to be an actor, a professional actor. I wanted to go to Hollywood, but it didn't work out because the doors were locked on me. I didn't know the doors were locked on me back then, but now I know why it didn't work out for me because the doors were locked on me. But because I made the billions of my work, me and VJ can now achieve our dream and start our own film studio, Bear in Hollywood, and we can get all the chosen Hollywood actors out of Hollywood, and we pay them more than what they make in Hollywood, and we give them better perks, and they get to experience being a famous movie star. Me and VJ, obviously behind the scenes, obviously, right? Being featured in red carpets with us, the magazines, the commercials, all that stuff. You know. Sky Source News. Yeah. I'm gonna have something called Sky Source Entertainment News. Like Variety and Hollywood Reporter, something fucking cool, yeah. 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 How long will it take to build your house, Ivan, and your studio lot? Probably a good 9 months to a year to build. It'll take a good maybe. They're gonna tell me, Ivan, it'll take us a good year to build the studio lot for the office and the house. The house might take maybe 10 months, 9 months to build. The studio lot will take maybe a year because they're building more buildings. What I'll do, I'll hire more construction crewmen in Vancouver to build my buildings, honestly. The more construction crewmen you have, the faster they'll build it. Yeah, guys, I need this built in like a good year because I want to start my Xanus project with Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson, right? Yeah. Well, you have an underground garage. I might perhaps build an underground garage, maybe. Most likely not, though. There's no point in building an underground garage is only needed if you have a lot of people working in that building. I might have. I'll tell VGV, do you want an underground garage where we park, and then we have an elevator that takes us, or we just most likely not. I'll have a gate though, a gate that opens. And you see the sign, Sky, something like the Hollywood sign that lights up at night. I have nice gardening work done. I'm gonna have marble floor for my parking lot. You want marble flooring, Ivan? Yeah, pimp it out. Put marble flooring. Don't have regular cement. Have marble flooring for my parking lot. It's gonna be fucking beautiful. Yeah, me and VJ have a beautiful office. That's why she's like, oh my god, this is my dream. We own all this. Our Gran Turismo lookalikes to a beautiful property of land, yeah. Nicer than Hollywood. George even told me, Ivan, you want your stew lot to look like that, like that Gran Turismo the game? I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit, that's beautiful. Remember when I showed the pictures of the buildings and the cars parking and everything? Yeah, Brad's video. Yeah, I'm gonna have a beautiful stew like that. But chances are the land that me and VJ buy, the waterfront property land me and VJ buy, it'd probably be like, there's probably going to be a bunch of trees. It's like a wilderness, hence you have to have lumberjack people cut down a shitload of trees. That's going to cost me millions to do, obviously, but I can easily afford it because I'm putting, I don't know, 340 million towards it. Yeah, you guys have to cut down a lot of trees. You have to have the lumberjack cut down a lot of trees. I want that golf course grass. It's a lot of work, man. Renovating that wilderness of a land. Because chances are it'll be like a wilderness property of land. You have to cut down a shitload of trees, man. And you gotta do the electricity work. You gotta build the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the gardening work, the landscaping work. I want golf course to look like grass. It's a lot of work. I mean, and once you see me training with George, all the Hollywood actors are like, holy shit, Ivan Media are really starting Sky's Entertainment. Holy shit, man, it's actually happening. Yeah, once the property's built and it's my office over business, all the agents are calling my office. It's crazy, man. Hello, this guy's name, how might I help you? It's crazy. Yeah, they're all calling because they want to meet my Zane's movie so bad. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee. Back in a sec. Just give everyone enough about it. I'm only gonna talk for maybe 35 more minutes. I'm done here, guys. This video won't be long, an hour long, and that's it. Don't hate me, I'm saying. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Well, I'm supposed to get my coffee. This coffee tastes pretty good. It's fresh, right? Yeah. I don't mind coffee with milk if it's fresh, but once it's like an hour old, 2 hours old, it tastes bitter. You need cream to cure that bitter taste of the coffee, right? That's why I'm gonna have cream, flavored cream for my 17, for Peter, for Mel, whoever I choose. Yeah. Well, Peter drinks tea, right? So I'll have tea for Peter. So we lock ourselves in my office. We work on the screenplay, me and Peter, for Angel Del Toro. Yeah. You know what? I think I might go over my book after I make this video. While it's uploading, I'll just take the time. I'll go over 5 pages. I might as well, right? Get it done. I'm almost done. Unexpected Journey, I already went over that. My younger brother went over the majority of that. Water Stars, Stars and More, I'm almost done that chapter. So I have like 2 more chapters left, right? I'm done going over my book. Yeah. Xanus is number 1. Number 1 Xanus. Yeah. So, how top will you and VJ's house be? So top notch that even the Hollywood actors will be blown away by my house, and they're gonna feel like shit because they can't afford a house like that. Even for the Great Escape, guys like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is a fucking rich. He's worth like almost $400 million, but he can't afford a $550 million house. He doesn't even have that in his bank, man. He probably has maybe $300 million in his bank. Keanu Reeves, 280, 270 million in his bank. He's loaded, but he's not as rich as me, VJ. He'll be like, holy shit. He walks in, he's like, holy shit, Ivan, this is your house, man? I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit, this is nice. Yeah, he's shocked, Keanu Reeves. Ben Affleck is shocked. Scarlett Johansson is shocked. Matt Damon is shocked. Holy shit. And they're all gonna tell the Hollywood actors, yeah, man. Ivan has a fucking, like, high-end fucking house like Batman, man. He has his, like, tunnel garage. His house is worth, it was made for hundreds of millions of dollars, man. It's fucking, like, it blows your mind away. Like, even though we're rich, you know, his house is something unheard of. My house will blow the Hollywood celebrities' houses out of the water. Like, me and Vij are gonna own, like, a $550 million house. 650, depends on how much I make on my book. If I make 12.5, I put $550 million towards my house. That's like what you see in Incredibles, right? And Ben Affleck's house in Justice League, that's a house like that. Yeah, it's like automatic doors, everything's pimped out, man. With the GPS talking and everything, yeah, it's pimped out. Fucking nice house. It's a nice house, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice perk partying it up at what? And executives, because me and PJ are the executive producers, right? It's a nice perk partying it up at the executive producers, like unheard of $500 million houses. The executives in Hollywood own like $20 million houses, 10, $8 million houses. It's fucking nice, but it's not a $550 million house where everything's completely pimped out, man. That's why the Zane stars are going to be blown away. Holy shit, man. Ivan, like, this is your house? Holy shit. Yeah, man, I partied up with Ivan's fucking high-end house, man. He has a house that was made for, like, hundreds of millions of dollars, man. It's fucking hot. It's something unheard of, man. It blows all the executives' houses and all our houses out of the water, yeah. And the Hollywood executives have beautiful houses, multi-millionaire houses. But it's not me. VJ's $550 million house, right? Yeah. Even Tom Cruise, if he's chosen, he'll be blown away. Because Tom Cruise can't afford a $5 million house. He doesn't even have that. He probably has maybe $480 million in his bank, Tom Cruise. Even he can't afford a house. That's all his money gone, yeah. I believe Tom Cruise owns like a $20, $30 million house or something like that. He owns like a $40 million, something unheard of. But even the $40 million house is not my $5 million house, man. My $5 million house is something unheard of. Remember that clip I showed you of Iron Man? When Tony Stark sleeps with that chick, and she wakes up in his chambers, you see the GPS talking, yeah, a house like that, except more pimped out than that. That house is probably maybe a $300 million house, the one you see in Iron Man, $250 million house. Even if you're going to own a 5 of them in a house. It's something unheard of. Something completely pimped out, yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. And watch out for the greedy agents, Ivan. If John Mago wants 20 million from profit, you gotta be strict and say no. He's not getting 20. He gets his 8.5. He's worth 29. He can give him 10 in a good like 8, 9, 10 years from now. When I start skyscraping with wages from there. Yeah. Because the Hollywood managers and agents are very greedy, man. You gotta be careful for the greedy agents. Especially the ones who represent the A's actors, man. They're greedy pigs. Like, some guys might even want like 400 million of the royalties. I'm like, you guys are crazy. I'm not gonna pay these guys that, man. They're not worth that. They're not the main show in my movie, man. They may be big in Hollywood, but they're not the main show in the UG's movie. I'm not gonna have these guys do this, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna get another coffee, guys. That coffee was good. I'm gonna get another coffee in a good maybe 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. I know you guys are excited. I know John Mega, Avon, Jota Jimo, and Zoo and all of them are excited, but I'm not gonna have your agents and managers do me, man. I'm not paying you guys any more money, man. This is enough. You don't make this enough. This is a deal, Ivan. Yeah, I gave you a good deal. Beware of the greedy agents and managers and all, Ivan. The greedy pigs. I'm sorry. So they're gonna be excited. Oh yeah, I have my private jet pick them up where they live. They have a rendezvous point, obviously, and then the jet picks them up at the rendezvous point in America or England, and they fly them to Vancouver. And while they're in the jet, they have the perks. They have their 2 beers. You can drink 2 beers in the jet. I'll have a little bit of snacks for them. Yeah, biscuits, chips, chocolate, that kind of stuff. And I'll have a TV in my jet. They can watch TV, and I have Wi-Fi airplane mode in my jet. That's a really good experience. And they land on my ground control property. The limo driver takes them to my office, and they sit down in a beautiful foyer. And the secretary is like, "Did you bring your SIN number, John? Maybe? Yeah, I brought my SIN number. Did you bring your bank form, your direct deposit bank form? Yeah, I brought my direct deposit bank sheet. Did you bring your agent's information? Yeah, I brought my agent's information. Okay, Sit down, Jamaica. The bosses will be you guys in a sec, and they sit down. Holy shit, guys, there's how much. By the way, there's coffee there. Help yourself if you want some coffee, and they have a coffee area. They can drink coffee. Holy shit, guys, there's how much. It's better than Hollywood. I know it's better than Hollywood, man. Better than Hollywood, man. Sorry. That's why me and VJ are gonna be boss. Yeah, just sit down. The bosses will be you guys in a sec. Yeah, me, VJ, Peter, or the boss. Or Mel Gibson, right? Because Peter Jackson has to help me with payroll. He's going to help me sign the stars. All the stars, right? Yeah. And the doc will be filming that. The doc will be filming the actors while they're on the plane. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the doc, yeah, I want one cameraman flying to. You have to film some of the actors while they're flying on my jet, which is cool. You have one cameraman film the people in America and Los Angeles, and the guys who live in England. John Boyega, Andy Serkis, and Idris Elba. They live in England, obviously. They live in England, those guys. Some Sarah. That's why they're all excited. And once they sign their mega deals, I take them out to nice dinner. Me, Peter, VJ, we take the stars. The Hollywood Xanus out to nice dinner. So after you sign your mega contract and you're feeling on top of the world because you're flying on a private jet, you're experiencing the perks of my company, let my driver take you to my office. Now, once the stars sign their contracts, I take them out to nice dinner at Boston Pizza. I'm gonna have Boston Pizza host my takeouts for Xanus. Whereas for the Great Escape, I'll do my takeouts on Montana's. Montana's has amazing food, arguably better than Boston Pizza. Montana's, right? Montana's has amazing ribs. They have amazing chicken strips with fries. They have amazing burgers. They have amazing food there too. I'm gonna do my takeouts on Montana's for the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck and all those guys. Right? Scarlett Johansson. I do my takeouts there in Montana's for the Great Escape. Because those guys are my first choice, right? Yeah. I don't know, 70% I choose Keanu Reeves, 30% I choose Tom Cruise. But I think Keanu Reeves is better for the big boss villain than Tom Cruise, because Keanu Reeves did John Wick. And that's why he's very good for the evil villain of the movie, right? Yeah. Yeah. And once I sign the stars, because I have the keys, the whole world will know I signed the Hollywood actors. Hence why once I do the takeouts, that's when the actors are going to start to experience the crazy fame as soon as I sign them. We go in a little, we go to Boston Pizza, and as soon as we get out of Boston Pizza, a bunch of fans around the streets are going to take videos and pictures of me and the actors, and some of that will be trending on X-Men. That's why you guys have like told shit, you're going to feel left behind. And while we're eating in the restaurant, people will be taking videos and pictures. And some fans might be asking the actors for pictures because they're famous actors. Oh my god, John Boyega, you did Star Wars. And I have a picture with you? Yeah, some fans are going to ask them for pictures and take pictures of them because they're famous. The Hollywood actors are also famous people too, right? Famous rich people too. And you're going to see, oh my god, look at Ivan, VJ, and Peter eating out with the stars. And Guillermo del Toro eating out with the stars, yeah. And they enjoy your dinner. And once you eat your dinner, the limo driver will take you guys to me, VJ's $550 million house, unheard of house, and we do like a 6-hour party. I don't know, 6-7 hour party there. What time will the party start? I don't know. We'll probably start eating in the restaurant around maybe 4:30. We eat there for maybe an hour and a half. And at 6 o'clock the party starts, and we party up till like 12:31 in the morning. And after 1 o'clock, I gotta go to bed, guys. I have to practice my lines with VJ. And I gotta sign more people. You get out of here. Make sure you practice your screenplay, your script when you arrive to your hometown, and you gotta start practicing your screenplay, guys. And you can sleep it off in the jet. Because I'm not gonna have the actors stay in a hotel. just have them, the limo driver, take them to the jet. They can sleep it off in the jet, because I'm gonna have nice, comfortable seats where they can like lie down and like sleep. Obviously, hence why leave your screenplay on the plane, guys. Leave your scripts on the plane. That way you don't forget, because you're gonna be wasted and drunk at my party. You can easily forget your screenplay at my house or lose it, and I don't want my screenplay getting leaked. Hence why leave your scripts on the plane, guys. I know you guys are excited to be my big budget, you know what I'm saying, $2.1 billion trilogy movie with VJ, but leave your scripts on the plane, guys. Make sure you tell the secretaries I have to tell their agents and managers that. And their agents will tell, Sky Source call. They said make sure the scripts will be on the plane when you fly to sign your contracts, but make sure you leave your scripts on the plane when you sign your contracts. That way you don't forget, because you're gonna be drunk at Ivan and VJ's house. Some Sarah. It's very important. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get another coffee myself. His reel's almost done, guys. We'll catch you on this show. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. I won't talk for much long, guys. Almost done this video. Yeah. I have my 2 beers, so. Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you take the stars up to a fancy restaurant? Because fancy restaurants I'm not really a fan of. They're more expensive too. And like fancy restaurants is like steak and like and potatoes and like the high end food, the more untraditional food. Whereas bar restaurants, you have the standard food like pizza, ribs, wings. It's better to go to a bar restaurant than go to a fancy restaurant. Right? I'm going to a Boston Pizza's a bar restaurant. Montana's is a bar restaurant. All my takeouts, I take the stars out to a bar restaurant, which is cool. Yeah. Get your ribs, your pizza, your burger, your fries, your poutine, your mazza cheese sticks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your salad and the nice food, spaghetti, all that nice stuff. And so I'm going to tell the secretaries to tell the actors' agents, don't eat too much, as once you sign your mega contract for Sky Source Xanus movie, Ivan and Vijay are going to take you out tonight dinner with Peter Jackson. We're gonna... Yeah. Samsara? Here's Ivan, that's cool. Like, yeah, that's a nice perk. After the actors sign a nice contract, we take them out to nice dinner, huh? I'm like, yeah, Peter, that we give them an experience. Yeah, I mean, it's good to do that. Once the actors sign the mega contracts, they're excited for the movie. It's official. They sign their mega deals. You take them out to nice dinner. Yeah, I take them out to nice dinner, which is nice, obviously, right? Yeah. And the takeouts. Some of the takeouts will be a part of the documentary. The takeouts with Peter or Mel, 17, the Hollywood 17, the actors, the doctor will be filming that. And you're gonna see me, the stars eating out with me once they sign their contract. I'm also gonna film the contracts. Yeah. Obviously, the Xanus stars contracts. Obviously, that's what we're looking at. A sick documentary. Yeah. But Hollywood does that too. Hollywood sometimes when they sign actors, the executives I've heard many stories how actors talk about how like the executives took them out to lunch and everything. They pitched an idea for a movie or a show, and they take them out to dinner. Well, all the Xanus stars when they sign their contracts, I take them out to dinner too. I take them out to nice dinner, which is nice, obviously. You know how Neotus in his vlogs he always takes his team out to dinner? Yeah, I take the actors out to dinner too with Peter and Guillermo del Toro. Take them out to dinner, a nice dinner, right? Yeah. Samsara? Yeah, Oscar Isaac, Daisy really, Adam Jarvis. Like, yeah, John, man, I saw your trend online, man. Holy shit, man. Like, yeah. Once you sign a mega deal. Yeah, I signed like a 20 plus million deal, man. Holy shit, you're making more than us. Yeah, and after Ivan and VJ and Peter signed me, they took us out to a nice dinner, man. Yeah, I saw that in the trends. Yeah, we went to Boston Pizza. They got some good old food over there up in Canada. Yeah, Boston Pizza has amazing food. Yeah. Boston Pizza is one of the best bar restaurants in Canada, if not the best, you can argue, right? You can argue Montana's is better. It's a back and forth, but Boston Pizza is arguably one of the best bar restaurants and biggest bar restaurant chains in Canada. It's a huge brand. And the owner of Boston Pizza, Jim Tree Living, he lives in Vancouver, and he's rich. He's worth, like, I don't know, he's $800, $900 million. He's loaded, man. He's rich, yeah. John, man, please, man, can you give the bosses a good word for us, man, please? I'm saying Oscar Isaac, Adam Jarvis, Daisy Ray, they beg John for word. Don't worry about it, guys. I will, man. I'm not giving you word. If I ask you for word, you wouldn't give me word either. I'm not giving you word. It doesn't give word, John. You're selfish. Like, John, it's not fair, man. You got to be part of that amazing fucking movie, that $2 budget movie, and we're all left behind in Hollywood. It's not fair, John. You're making more than all of us. It's not fair, John. Yeah. Because Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver probably make their $3-4 million in Hollywood, right? $5 million if they're lucky in Hollywood. And John Boyega signed his $20 million deal. He's making more than what they make, and they're bigger than him. Yeah, those guys are smaller A-listers, right? Oscar Isaac and Adam Driver are smaller A-list actors. They're not huge, but they're A-list actors, obviously, right? Smaller ones. Yeah. Whereas John Boyega is like a rising star hybrid A-lister. He's becoming an A-lister. By the time I start Sky Entertainment, John Boyega will already be an A-list actor, a small A-list actor. He might be worth his $17-18 million. John Boyega. Some center. Yeah. So if you're gonna show the Xanus Stars Aerotet, yes. Once the Xanus Stars sign their contracts, I'm gonna show them the concert pictures. That way they know what they're dealing with. Yeah, don't forget what you guys signed up for. You signed up for the most horrific journey of your life, man. You're looking at devils. And I showed them the concert arts. They're all like, holy shit. Aerotet's a fucking demon. Yeah, he's a devil. And Pew's like, yeah, we put $150 million towards the mask and all that stuff. You're looking at devil mask, and we're applying $400 towards Vision Fest. You're looking at walking devils and demons, guys. You guys are going to be legends. Yeah, they're going to be legends as they start. That's why they're lucky. They're luckier than all the other actors in Marvel movies right here. The Xanus is a special, unique story. Yeah. Almost out here, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, are you going to smoke cigars in all your parties? Yes. All my parties I do with the actors during the 40 years, I'm going to have a cigar. I buy cigars. Cuban cigars. Is it cubic or Cuban? Cubic cigars, I think, right? Or Cuban cigars. And the actors, they smoke the cigars. When I do the parties in my yacht, my house, my office, I'm also going to have office parties too. Parties in my office too, yeah. But the main parties will be in my house and the yacht. The yacht, I'm going to do most of my parties in the yacht. Like spring, summer, fall, all the parties I'll be doing in my yacht. The guy drives in the ocean and we do a party in my yacht, which is it's a fucking nice perk, man. You blast music, everyone's getting drunk, they're smoking cigars, and you're getting drunk in the middle of the fucking ocean, man. In the yacht, that's a fucking nice perk. Yeah. Partying up at a yacht is even cooler than partying up at a house, right? Even though my house is way more high-tech than my yacht, partying up at a yacht is a better experience because the guy's driving in the ocean. You're getting drunk while they're driving the ocean. You blast music and you feel on top of the world when you know you're in the middle of the ocean. It's an amazing experience. Whereas partying up at a house, you're not touring on it, right? But partying up at my house is still fucking cool too, though. It's still a nice perk, obviously, amazing perk. That's what my company calls them, nice perks, man. Nice fucking perks, yeah. So is that, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's why Zane's was the best movies ever made, guys. Looking at a masterpiece. I wrote. My stepbrother told me it's number one, right? Yeah, it's number one for a reason. It's a masterpiece, man. As you guys read, right? It's a fucking entertaining, amazing story. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. Yeah, man, you'll see when we read my book, guys. I wrote a masterpiece. As we're looking at the best movies ever made and the best book ever written, fantasy book ever written. Yeah. And that's why the Hollywood celebrities are really going to envy the Xanus stars. Those have been crazy. Some of them might even give them dirty ass looks and everything. Well, some of them say congratulations. Some of them might, but I highly doubt it. They're all envious because they're saved. The Xanus stars are saved. They're part of that big budget movie with Ivan. It's crazy like one of them, and they're left behind because all their movies and television shows are the side tension one Kingman. It's all the side tension. Even the big movies and the big television shows are the side tension one Kingman. Me and BJ Xanus movie is the main event. That's why they're all going to beg the Xanus stars for word. It looks crazy. That's why BJ made that Baron E song. Yeah, there you go. Anyways, here's the video, guys. I talked for an hour and like 7 minutes. That's good enough. 6 minutes. That's good enough. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Stay tuned. I'll make a video tomorrow after my shift at Dinty's. This is Ivan. I'm signing out. Peace. I'm going to work on my book while this video is getting uploaded. I might as well, right? Peace out, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Don't hate them, son. Skip the video. Don't wait. Laugh aloud.